So in my last video, I did a little experiment. I wanted to create something that took me out of my comfort zone, because I see a lot of videos on YouTube that break what I call the rules of TV. And the video I created contained lots of transitions and sound effects. Now, despite creating something that is totally the opposite of my preferences, you may be surprised by some of the numbers, because I was. So the video in question, well, it was the "Are you wasting money on these Sony cameras?" video. And for this one, as I mentioned, there were a ton of transition and sound effects. The video, well, it just didn't stop moving. Because my style and the style I've been accustomed to, or the style I've been conditioned to implement by the BBC, is something of smoothness and a sense of flow, nothing too offensive. So what happens when you turn this on its head? Do the viewer numbers go down? Does the view duration dwindle? Surely there are negative changes. Because let's face it, one thing that YouTube has been over the years is a very experimental platform. However, in recent years, there's been more of a professional approach. More money has been made on this platform than ever before. So if you do go rogue with your style, what trends do we see? What's the audience reaction? Well, the results could surprise you. So first off, we look at the comments, and it's fair to say many of the comments either question my decision making, or they were negative, or just plain rude. And to be honest, I did expect all of the above. Because I guess by nature, a person is more likely to react to something if they don't like it. So that angle was expected. Now, if you're into your YouTube analytics, you'll know the Studio app rates things like ranking by views, views themselves, impressions through click rate, and also the average duration. So by going completely rogue should in theory destroy these numbers, right? Now you see, for most of the first week, the video was #1 in my rankings. It had green arrows everywhere for views, impressions, and duration, meaning that it was hitting top of the charts. And this certainly surprised me, as it had more likes per 1,000 than any other video I created, and admittedly, I'm not even at video 35 yet. So comments were up, engagement was up, and all the analytics were up, and even the likes were up. Okay, it had more dislikes than usual, but more than 90% liked the video, and my subscriber numbers also went up, which was also very surprising. Now, it could be that some people were not as annoyed by the transitions and the noises as much as others. It could be that the content in the video really helped or entertained them. But even though all parts of the video hit the stats record in the first week, it's not a style I'll be keeping, because I'll be honest, it just adds another layer of work I don't want. Now, we're all told that we have to play a game here on this platform and stick to our lane, create what we always create. In TV land, everything has to be perfect, or at least that's what I've been conditioned to think. Because this video is the first which isn't edited in a fancy way. It's like a lot of other videos on this platform, it's relatively rough and ready. Jump cuts, very few breaths. It's something that in TV that's not just frowned upon, you just don't do it. However, if you overproduce a video and go to the other extreme, you're in danger of alienating parts of your audience. But I attempt to apply all my knowledge into the scripting, the camera work, the edit, and present something clean and that has a balanced level of production. But that also comes at a cost, and that cost is time, as it can take a lot of time to achieve that level of perfection. But in this video, on the other hand, well, it's quick and easy. But it really pains me to have all of these jump cuts, the type that is so commonplace on YouTube. So I think the moral of the story is I just need to relax and make what I think is right, and hope that you like it too. And I think one of the things that came out of the last video was the lack of authenticity. But saying that, I don't think we can be too afraid to experiment a little either. Not too much, because you don't want to alienate your audience. Because as I've learned over the years, your audience can feel at home in your company, and your individual style really plays its part in that. And I think that's a good way to end this video, to say that success here on YouTube is always a collaborative process. The first step is with the creator, of course, and in this case, it's me. Then the rest is done by you watching this video. And if you've reached this far, then thank you very much for watching. I do apologize if the last video offended you. Normal service, well, it will be resumed. But as I find my way here on YouTube, there may be other occasions where I try something, hopefully not as annoying, but I guess we'll see.